Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
State your name. My name is Ahmad Hassan. I'm 18 years old, and this is my first time in Madinah.
My name is Muhammad Sulayman. I'm 23 years old. This is my first time in Madinah as well.
My first impression of Madinah was like, this place is like kind of like Kenya a little bit, but slightly more cleaner and civilized. That was my first impression.
So you studied in Kenya? Or you wasn't?
I was living in Kenya for like a year.
A year?
Yeah.
In the Duxie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The curriculum was strong. My first impression was that, well, I came during the first day of Ramadan, so during the daytime it's a lot more empty than I'd imagine in my head because Ramadan just started. But at nighttime, the people really come out and the city really comes alive.
I found out about Outlet Academy from my mom, who found out from my uncle, who had a son who went to this academy as well. So it's kind of like a relative type of deal. So that's how I figured out about it.
I found out about Aladdin Academy because I was maybe one of the forefathers of the academy. I was one of Khalid's students years back, maybe 8-10 years ago. And when I finally had the opportunity and I had the time, I came back around to study in Madinah.
We studied like a lot of stuff, a lot of different things. Arabic, Hadith, fiqh, tafsir, we also do Quran. We do a lot of things, and those just are like the 3 things that we do. Like a whole array of things.
Including the things that he mentioned, we also studied a lot of the history of Medina and the surrounding areas. We visited some masajid and some other places that have historical significance, whether it be a battle or an event or things of that nature, as well as studying Quran with some of the teachers in Masjid Nabawi, reciting to some of the teachers in Masjid Quba, and things of that nature. Culture as well.
Yeah, the classes are actually really easy. They're very, I would say friendly to really anybody. You can just about grab anybody here and put them in the class and they would do pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, you don't have to be like a mega genius to start picking up classes. The learning curve is made, especially with the curriculum that we have, it's made for anyone starting out to be able to pick up and start moving quickly, rather than hitting a huge wall and having to jump over that to start making progress.
Some takeaways from Madinah that stands out from it. I would say Madinah, there actually isn't any fitna so far I've seen.
You say fitna?
Yeah, fitna. Yeah. So there's like a lot of fitna in America, but here, not really see. Like, for example, right? I was here since October. I didn't know Halloween, Christmas, and all that stuff passed until like I saw, like when I opened my phone, like, oh, that's happening in America. But there's like 0 signs of it here. Like you kind of forget that it even exists. It's crazy.
That's probably my largest takeaway as well, because especially coming from America, where I've grown up and been my entire life, or my entire life. It's what seems like halal options to you are so limited, and it seems like your entire life is restricted. That's how a lot of people feel. But here, it's like your entire life is open up. You can do everything around you. You can take part in everything you see. You don't have to, see people over here having fun or anything like that, and feel like you're restricting your life. And feel like you're quote unquote losing out. But here, everything is halal and everything is for you. That's my largest takeaway.
And I'd like to add on to that the same question. One of the other big differences is Madinah is really calm. It's not really noisy. It's very in America, people are rushing everywhere. They have food in their mouth while driving their car. Oh, I gotta go to work. But Madinah is very chill, very calm. They're not rushing anywhere. It's very nice. Very nice place to live.
On that same token, it's a city of safety. been outside 1 o'clock, 2 a.m., nothing. I'm not looking over my shoulder, not keeping attention to who's around me because those issues just aren't here.
The people here are very, very honest, you know. You won't expect anybody to do crime, neither will they expect you to do any crime. It's basically unheard of here. It's crazy. But Umrah was actually a very nice experience. It was actually my first time going to Makkah. First time seeing the Kaaba. I did a lot of things in Makkah, man. It was a very different experience. Although Makkah is very different from Medina. It's like how Madinah is like kind of quiet and all that stuff. Makkah is kind of like, you know, kind of like the busier side. I don't think it's as crazy as America. I might be wrong. It just depends on some of the places that you live in. But Makkah is generally more, you know, noisy and, you know, yeah, it's kind of different from Medina.
Mecca is like it's a